Hi everyone, welcome to Intuitive Tuesday. I hope all of you are well and keeping safe. Today we are going to do a billet reading and it's going to work in the following way. Firstly, I want you to pick a number between 1 and 9. Any number between 1 and 9 that pops up in your mind or which you're drawn to. Now, each number contains a specific message that is meant for you at this moment in time. So when you've picked your number, continue listening or just forward and jump to your number to receive your message. So, take a moment to see which number you are drawn to. Are you ready? Well, let's go. Number 1. If you are drawn to this number, the message that is coming through has to do with seeking out other possibilities. I get a very strong sense that it refers to your working situation. Maybe you are unhappy at your place of work. Maybe you have recently lost your job or might be afraid that you are going to. Perhaps you've started your own business and things aren't going as well as you've hoped. Well, don't despair, because opportunities are available to you. You might not be able to see them because you are too focused on a specific outcome that you want. In the process, you might be missing out on other possibilities. Keep an open mind and trust that the universe has your back. You are reminded to look for signs and to follow your heart and instincts, and to not allow fear to drive all your decision making. Another message coming through is that you should be more aware of your emotions. If you are a very private person or don't like to talk about your problems or worries, you are urged to find someone to open up to, someone you trust. Another person might have some insight or suggestions that might help you with the problem you are struggling with. Remember, by allowing ourselves to become vulnerable, we allow others to do the same. The last message coming through for you is about rediscovering the magic in life. Finding that passion and the things that makes you happy. Making the time to just be a little kid again and doing the things you love. And not to feel guilty about it. You are allowed to have fun and be silly and to take a break from the real world. We get so wrapped up in all our responsibilities that we forget to see the beauty in life and all around us. Now is the time to rediscover it. Number 2. If this is your number of choice, stability and efficiency should be made a priority now in your life. Either you are the one who needs it, or you are the one others are looking to provide it. Whichever case it might be, you are urged to take charge of a situation. You might have some brilliant ideas and ambitious plans, but without organization and order, you won't be able to implement them successfully. Take the time to really sit and think about how you want to approach the situation. Don't make any hasty decisions. It's like building a house. You have to make sure that the foundation is sturdy, strong and safe before putting up the walls, etc. Also, don't be afraid or let your ego get in the way of seeking advice from those more knowledgeable than you, or from those with more experience. A mentor during this process or project might be very valuable. Although we're always urged to follow our hearts, in this instance, following your head is also very important. If you are in a situation where others are looking to you for stability and support, provide it for them. But do it in such a way that you don't shoot yourself in the foot. Although you tend to put others before yourself, keep in mind that you can't provide stability to others if you are not secure and stable yourself. Put yourself first. Make sure all your needs are met, and then you can take charge and be that stable rock others need you to be. People who love and care about you will understand this notion and will allow and support you to do what you have to do first. And that's all for now. Number 3. If you are drawn to number 3, the message is very clear. It's time to make a decision. This might not be what you want to hear, but at this point in time, it's what you need to hear. I get the sense that whatever the decision is that you need to make, you've been putting it off for a while now. Maybe you don't even know why you are having such a hard time making it. Or maybe it is simply that you just don't know what you want. Well, the time has come to figure it out. And there are a bunch of questions coming through that I need you to think about for a moment. What am I scared of? When I imagine all the different scenarios that stems from making this decision, which one fills me with the most joy? Which one am I most excited about? Do I have any belief systems that are holding me back and preventing me from seeing all the different options I have? If you are struggling with answering these questions, you are urged to meditate on them. Detoxification is much needed at this point as well, whatever that means to you, whether it's a physical detox, an emotional or spiritual one, or perhaps all of them. Also take a look at your life and the people you are surrounded with. Do you perhaps have people that brings negativity into your life? People that don't support or encourage you, but make you feel bad about yourself? Take a look at all your different relationships and what they add to your life, or don't. Do they perhaps play a role in preventing you from making this decision? Number 4. With this number, I pick up on a lot of sadness and also some anger. A feeling that you might have been wronged or betrayed in some way. This might be referring to a situation that you are currently in, or something that has happened a while ago that you just don't seem to be able to let go of. If you are currently experiencing this, the message is to take your time. Sit with your emotions. Experience them. Understand them. Learn from them. Rather take some time to deal with them now than bottling it up or avoiding it. Only when you are ready, and only you will know when that is, try to understand the other person or people's actions. What led them to do what they did? Try putting yourself in their shoes and try to see things from their perspective. Understanding leads to empathy, and empathy leads to forgiveness. I'm reminded to tell you to only start this forgiveness process when you are ready. Don't let others haste you. If the event or situation that you're holding on to happened in the past and you aren't able to move on from it, I need you to ask yourself the following questions. What do I gain from holding on to this hurt and anger? What subconscious need am I feeding? Who will I be without all this pain and anger? And what is preventing me from moving on? And lastly, if I look from a higher perspective at what happened, what lessons are there for me to learn from this? How can I turn the negative into a positive? And once again, I'm emphasizing, only do this when you are ready. But interesting enough, remind yourself that this message did cross your path at this very moment. Why do you think that is? Number 5. The message coming through here has to do with conflict. You are urged to look at the interpersonal conflicts and challenges that you are experiencing. They may very well be reflections of struggles you're having within yourself. So the time is here for you to truly be honest with yourself. If you are constantly surrounded by drama, ask yourself, why are you attracting that into your life? What is going on a subconscious level? It's time now to take a step back and look at the bigger picture objectively. If you are the one involved in the conflict and drama, listen carefully to other people's viewpoints. You might not have all the puzzle pieces you need to solve this tense situation, but you need to be able to work with others and compromise to come to a peaceful resolution. If you are constantly surrounded by other people's drama and conflict, move away and stay out of it. You might feel the urge to jump in and be the rescuer, but you're reminded that by fighting other people's battles, you are preventing them from learning to stand up for themselves. Rather be a place of encouragement and safety for the person you are trying to protect. Another message that came through has to do with competition. Perhaps you are competing with someone for a job or an opportunity. Maybe it's a sibling rivalry or competition. And you are reminded that healthy competition can make you stronger and encourage you to do better. But you need to be very careful not to let it get out of hand or to let your ego take over. Keep those intentions positive. Number 6. If you gravitated towards this number, you might find yourself in a less than desirable situation at the moment. But the message coming through to you is that of empowerment. Yes, decisions you have made in the past might have led you to the situation. But remember, new decisions can bring about change and get you out of the situation. The power is in your hands. You and you alone are responsible for your life, and sitting around and waiting for someone to help you isn't going to happen or help. You need to find the courage to make those tough decisions and not to dwell too much on mistakes you've made in the past. After all, they were not mistakes, but rather learning opportunities. A change of mindset is this needed. Now, the second message and images that came through had to do with either a legal matter. It can be like a business agreement, maybe setting up a will, divorce, or any other official situation where contracts and big decisions are needed to be made. You are cautioned to make fair and carefully measured decisions at this time. Don't make these decisions or sign any contracts while you're feeling emotional or unsure. Go over all the pros and cons and make sure you make a well-informed decision. Lastly, I do feel a kind of optimism and excitement with this number, like a new opportunity or adventure might be on the horizon. It seems like it's already there and just waiting for you to make these decisions and align yourself with this. And I think there might be quite exciting times ahead. Number 7. The message related to this number has to do with love and romantic relationships. If you currently find yourself in a relatively new relationship, you are urged to enjoy the process of falling in love and all the other emotions that comes with it. There is a reason why this person has crossed your path at this time, and many lessons are to be learned from this relationship. What those lessons are will be revealed in due time, but for now, just enjoy getting to know and spending time with this special person. If you are already in a committed relationship and past the initial infatuation phase, you might be experiencing some conflicts at this time. You are reminded to look at your relationship from a higher perspective, and all these little conflicts that you might be experiencing might all stem from a deeper issue, an issue that you might have swept under the rug or avoided for some time. You are urged to deal with this and face this issue through clear communication and compassion. On a positive note, I don't feel like the problem is unsolvable. As long as both of you are willing to own up to your part or role in the situation and to compromise, there will be a favorable outcome. If you are in a relationship with a partner that is not willing to talk or compromise, and have no interest in finding a solution, you are in a much tougher spot. Once again, try looking at your relationship from a higher perspective. What are the lessons to be learned here? When did the change in the relationship set in? And also try looking at the positive characteristics that your partner has. And what made you fall in love with them in the first place? Is that love still there? Now, for those of you who are single and not in a relationship, and you mightn't like to hear this, but this is also a great opportunity. An opportunity for you to really work on your relationship with yourself, to learn to love yourself and discover what are the things that you need in your life and the things that you're looking for in a partner. So use this time. Number 8. The message and emotions associated with this number 8 is confidence and excitement. I get the sense that you might be on the brink of some major changes in your life. Now, you might be scared of taking that leap of faith, or might just enjoy toying with the idea for now, and that is okay. But I am asked to remind you that you are loved and supported. Your guides and angels are protecting and guiding you and will send the right people your way when the time is right. You are asked to keep a lookout for these people that will assist and help you with this transition. And you will know who they are when you find them. I'm also asked to remind you that you shouldn't let your lack of experience or self-confidence hold you back. You can do anything you set your mind to. Most of our growth takes place outside of our comfort zones, and even though taking that leap of faith is scary, it is always worth it in the end. During this time, you are asked to keep your mind open for new information and experiences. They will be very beneficial for your personal growth and evolution. So the time is right for you to grow and to spread your wings and build the life that you want and desire. Number 9. The first words that came through to me with this reading and specific message is spiritual growth. At this very moment, you are exactly where you are supposed to be. This might mean that you find yourself in a very dark and challenging circumstances. But today I am here to remind you that this is just temporary and that you need to keep your eye on the bigger picture. Where you are right now, and some of you might even be in a very good space, but wherever you find yourself now, know that this is the ideal space for you to grow spiritually. For some of you, that might mean learning and experiencing some very hard lessons. For others, it might simply be the time for amazing insight that comes from meditation. Each of our journeys are different, and each of us grow and evolve at different speeds and at different times. So comparing ourselves to others have no use. You are warned to look out for the spiritual pitfalls, and the specific one that it kept popping up is the deceptive ego. Looking down or judging others that are not as far as you on their spiritual journey, that is the ego. Judging friends and family that might still be following traditional organized religions and wanting to rescue or help them see the light is also ego. Once again, everyone is on their own unique spiritual journey, and as you move forward on yours during this time, make sure that you stay focused and are not seduced by the ego. All the best for your spiritual journey ahead. Thank you all for listening. Stay safe and see you next Tuesday. Goodbye.